following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Play on, and Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike. All he has to do is throw him out, and the West Fargo Patriots are your 2022 state champions.
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome and live. We are at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota, for the 3A State Championship game between the DGF Rebels and the New London Spicer Wildcats. Welcome to this online radio broadcast. As if for those who may not already know, we're not permitted to broadcast video of this game. So it is an online radio broadcast, and we certainly appreciate you tuning in. We are live on Magnitude Sports, and we are live simulcasting on the DGF YouTube channel. So wherever of those two you want to listen to the game from, it does not matter because it's an identical broadcast on both. So feel free to tune in to the one of your preference. And we hope you enjoy the broadcast. And if we have any new London Spicer fans who have stumbled upon our link, we hope that you enjoy the broadcast as well. The two teams are on the field right now. We're getting a little bit of a late start as the previous game went a little bit later than expected. I don't remember the name of the two teams that played in the previous game, but the team that won had won it on a come-from-behind effort. They trailed up until about 4 or 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, I should say. I got some audio in the background that I don't want, so give me 1 second to try and fix that. All right, I think we got that resolved now. So the two teams are on the field. New London Spicer is in black with gold, and it's all black and gold. It kind of looks similar to the Perham Yellow Jackets outfits. And the DGF Rebels are in their white jerseys with black numbers and black pants with black helmets. And they are warming up on the right-hand side of the field as I see it from our press box view. And New London Spicer Wildcats are warming up on the left-hand side of the field as I see it from the press box. Once again, a little bit of a late start. We're about 5 minutes and 18 seconds away from the opening announcements with kickoff to follow shortly after that. So let's take a look at these two teams side by side if we could do so. And right now, DGF comes into this with a record of 12-0. And their opponents, the New London Spicer Wildcats, have suffered 2 losses on the season. They are 10-2 overall. Their 2 losses came back on September 9th, the 38-36 loss to Watertown Mayor. And then on the last game of the regular season, they would fall to, I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, Dasso Cocado. 33-29 was the final score in that one. And the first loss was a road game, and the second loss was a home game for New London Spicer. In the section playoffs, they would get the first round bye and then pick up a 28-6 win over Piers, and then a 20-14 win over Albany to move on to the state tournament. And then they would another one I'm not sure if I will pronounce correctly, but they picked up an 18-14 win over Milaca. I'm not even sure if I came even close to that. Milaca, Milaca, something to that effect. And then they would meet up with Watertown Mayor again, the team that they lost to back on Friday, September 9th, by 2 points, 38-36. This time they would get a win by the score of 33-28. So both of those games with Watertown Mayor were rather close games, to say the least, and each team coming out with a win in that. and then that brings them into this championship game here against Dilworth Glendon Felton. The New London Spicer Wildcats, 10-2 on the season, 2-0 in section, 4-2 in conference, 3-1 on the road, 3-0 on a neutral field, and 4-1 at home. Gives them a QRF ranking of 84.5, ranking them 8 out of 54 teams in the 3AA class and 59 in the state. The DGF Rebels are ranked number 1 of those 54 teams with a QRF ranking of 97.4, and that ranks them 35 out of 351 teams in the state. So that's a look at New London Spicer, and they're out of the 6 AAA District East Central South Division, the Wildcats are. And once again, the two teams are now lining up with in front of their respective sidelines, with the New London Spicer Wildcats closer to me on the near sideline, facing the far sideline where the DGF Rebels are lined up facing the opposite direction. And now, and with that, I believe there's 3 team captains from each team. They'll take a stroll from the end of the line down to the middle for the coin flip, which is coming up here in just a little bit. So we're going to let them do that coin flip, and we'll come back here in just a moment with more of your pregame show right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
All right, welcome back. The team captains are walking to the Viking logo at midfield with referee White Hat, is what we'll call him. And they're about to perform the coin toss here. So we'll let you know. I cannot see. I did not hear what the referee said, so somebody won the coin toss and will receive. We'll find out how the teams line up, but the two teams will get together and shake hands. I want to say hi to Mitch. And I also want to say hi to Jeremy, who apparently loves the Minnesota Vikings. So I don't know what the inside joke is on that one, but I will say this to Jeremy here. Or maybe I'll say it to Mitch, or maybe I'll say it to both of them. I'll just say it. So the Vikings play the Jets tomorrow here at US Bank Stadium. And during the previous game, while I was setting up equipment and kind of sitting here just waiting for that previous game to finish up, I caught something out of the corner of my eye, and it was what I thought was a Green Bay Packers jersey. And I looked over to my left, and the employees of US Bank Stadium, at least I'm presuming that they are employees, they hired some younger college kids or maybe high school. I'm not sure. Just based on looking at them, I'd guess they're in that age range somewhere. And there was 2 of them here in section 229, which is just directly off to my left from where I'm sitting at. Probably in section 227 is where I'm at. So they were walking through 229, and they were putting the game programs on all of the seats. So if you've ever come to a Minnesota Vikings game and you walk into your seat and there's a game program or some other like a pom-pom or something, or maybe a rally towel for the playoffs, it was the Green Bay Packers fans' job to put a pamphlet in all 100,000 seats here at US Bank Stadium, or at least in sections 200 and 300, because the high school fans are currently occupying the 100 section. So I thought that was funny. I'm a Vikings fan myself, so to see the Packers fans do a job that I wouldn't do, it was awesome. And we are underway here in this one. It is New London Spicer receiving the opening kickoff.
Bryson Christensen.
And we'll have 1st and 10 here for New London Spicer.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the New London Spicer 33-yard line.
So the Wildcats will break the huddle. They have the ball 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Spicer, Blake Schultz, number 4.
Blake Schultz is the quarterback for the Wildcats.
And Blake Schultz is a 5'10 sophomore for the Wildcats. He'll keep it himself, and he finds a big hole. He's across midfield up to the DGF 47-yard line. Actually, he handed it off to Mason Delzer, a 6'2 junior.
Into DGF territory at the 48-yard line.
So they'll officially mark it at the 48.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Rebels 48.
And with 11:36 and counting to go, it's 1st and 10 here. And another handoff to Melt Delzer. And Delzer doesn't get too much on that one. He tried to cut off to the right side over the head of the Viking logo at midfield. He maybe got a yard. He definitely got back to the original line of scrimmage. And they are indeed going to give him the yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. So one big run play and one very short run play. And maybe the DGF defense just needed that one play to kind of shake off the jitters of being in the state championship game. So Mitch says those Green Bay Packer fans should be hired to clean the restrooms here at US Bank Stadium. I like that. Snap and a handoff to the left side of the numbers, and he pushes it up to the 45. It's a pickup of about 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7, maybe 3rd down and 6, depending on where they spot it. And they will indeed give him the extra yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 now here for the New London Spicer Wildcats. Their first possession of the game. DGF has not had a chance to have the ball yet. The ball is spotted at the 44. It's 3rd down and 6 here with about 10:24 and counting to go here in the first quarter of play of the 3A championship game from US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Here's the snap, and it's another handoff. Fake handoff, and now he'll fire a pass downfield and out of bounds, and DGF had a chance to intercept that if the football field was about another 7 yards wider to the left sideline than it was. But he intercepted it about 6 yards out of bounds, and there was no way he could have kept it inbounds to intercept it. So that'll bring up 4th down and 6. And they'll stop the clock with 10:12 to go. And the Wildcats will indeed move to punt formation. DGF has a guy back at their own 19-yard line to receive this kick. And the kick is away, and that kick is fielded at the 13. And he does not get any further than that.
Sheely fields a punt at his 12. Downfield for the tackle is number 50, Christopher Schneider.
Going to get a return of no yards. So it's a kick return of no yards.
I couldn't catch the jersey number on the DGF jersey to find out who fielded that kick.
Well spotted at
the number I thought it was not on my roster.
1st and 10 for the Rebels.
But anyways, it's 1st and 10 for the Rebels now.
Is Owen Leach, number 10.
Owen Leach is the Rebel quarterback.
Owen Leach will line up under center here. Ball at the 12-yard line. He'll hand it off to Jordan Summers, and Summers will move the ball up for a few yards.
Number 1 carries. 3-yard gain.
Ball carrier Jordan Summers.
2nd down and 7 now.
Hunter Downey, 33 in on the tackle for the Wildcats.
2nd and 7, 15.
3-yard gain to the 15-yard line. 2nd and 7 upcoming for the Rebels. The ball at their 15.
Ball on the 15-yard line, so a pickup of 3 on first down. Sets up 2nd down and 7. Jordan Summers with over 300 carries this season, according to the graphic on the big screen. And Summers will add to that total with another nice run there. It will be enough for a first down. He needed 7. I think he got about 8. The ball will be placed on the 23. Yep, and he did indeed get 8. So a couple of runs right up the middle, and that's what we're used to seeing from DGF over the season.
At their 23.
And now the ball placed at the 23. It's first down and 10 here with just inside 9 minutes to go. They'll hand it off again. They'll cut to the outside this time. And with the ball is Brody Friend. And he will bring it up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 2. 2nd down and 8 here for the DGF Rebels.
1 yard gain to the 24.
Okay, they're only going to give him 1 yard, so we'll call it 2nd and a long 8. Ball on the 24, 2nd and 9 officially. We'll call it 2nd and a long 8. And it'll be another handoff. This is to Summers. Summers up the middle over the 30 up to about the 31-yard line, right up the middle. And all of those runs by Jordan Summers have been up the middle so far. Still no score here. 3rd down and 2 as Summers picks up 6.
I'll spot it at the 31-yard line. A gain of 7, 3rd and 2 upcoming for the Rebels. Ball at their 31-yard line.
So this is the 5th play of the drive here for the Rebels. They're at the 31. They'll hand it, excuse me, got the hiccups. They'll hand it off again, and he'll fall ahead to the 30.
Number 1, Jordan Summers, the ball carrier.
Or fall ahead to the 33, excuse me. I was looking at the wrong side of the 30-yard line. So 32.
1 yard gain to the 32-yard line.
And that'll make it 4th down and 1. So the Rebels will go for it. They'll break out of the huddle here. Leach under center with Summers behind him. Man in motion from right to left, and the Wildcats jumped. At least I think they did. I didn't see any white jerseys move first. Let's see what the officials saw. They're getting together to discuss right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the call.
Dead ball foul. Encroachment. Defense. 5 yard penalty. First down.
So that'll result in a first down after the penalty here for the DGF Rebels.
5 yard penalty against New London Spicer. Moves the ball to the DGF 37-yard line. It's a first down after the penalty. 1st and 10, Rebels.
So this will be the 6th play of the drive after the penalty, instead of the 7th. Ball spotted at the 37, 1st and 10. Leach under center, hands it off to fakes the handoff. Now Leach will throw. He's got a man wide open at the 45, and it's caught, and he's tumbled forward, and with the reception is Drew Sheely.
Number 31. The tackle made by Hunter Downey, number 33. That's a first down for the Rebels in New London Spicer territory at the 40.
So the ball will be placed on the Wildcats' 40-yard line. On a nice pass there to Sheely from Leach.
1st and 10 for DGF. The Rebels now at the Wildcat 40-yard line.
6:18 and counting to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10, handoff to Summers up the middle, and he picks up about 8 or 9 of that 10. 2nd down, and we'll see where they spot it.
Downey, number 33. Summers carries to the New London Spicer 33-yard line, a gain of 7.
They'll give him 7, so it'll be 2nd down and 3 here for
2nd and 3 upcoming for the Rebels.
The Rebels.
33.
Ball on the 33. Rebels break the huddles. Summers behind Leach, who's in the shotgun. And there'll be another handoff to Summers up the middle. He'll power his way up to the 30-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 3, and we'll see where they spot it. They will indeed give him the first down. They'll temporarily stop the clock at 5:36 to move the chains. They'll get the chain set and restart the clock. 5:31 and counting. 1st and 10. Ninth play of the drive.
10 for the Rebels at the Wildcat 30-yard line.
And a handoff to Summers. And Summers will power his way up past the 25. And a flag comes in at the end of the play from the referee on the far sideline.
Bryson Christensen, number 81, with the tackle.
Summers on the carry. It's a pickup of about 9 pending the penalty here. He may have gotten enough for the first down.
Face mask, number 34. 15-yard penalty, half the distance to the goal line. First down.
All right, so that penalty will be half the distance from the end of the run, so that will put the ball on the 11 or 12-yard line approximately. And they'll put it on the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Rebels from the Wildcat 12.
So the Rebels, for the first time, are in the red zone. They'll hand it off, and he's got a wide open room, and Jordan Summers is in for a 12-yard touchdown.
He carries 12 yards. Touchdown, Gilbert Glendon Felton.
Jordan Summers took the handoff from 12 yards out. His offensive line created the hole, and boom, he was into the purple end zone.
12-yard run for the touchdown for Jordan Summers, number 1.
A 10-play drive that results in a 12-yard TD run for Jordan Summers. And they will line up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick up, and good.
The kick by number 13, Hayden Hoff, is good. 4 minutes, 58 seconds remaining, first quarter.
Timeout. Media timeout.
And we'll take a timeout here. Your kickoff coming up next here in just a moment. 4:58 to go in the first quarter of play. And we'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Time elapsed first quarter, 7:02. That drive took 5 minutes and 5 seconds. And Summers on that drive carried it 7 times for 41 yards.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
All right, welcome back to US Bank Stadium here. It's the 3A State Championship game, and right now the DGF Rebels with a 7-0 lead over the new London Spicer Wildcats. here on Magnitude Sports. 4:58 to go in the first quarter of play. And the first drive for the Wildcats was 7 plays, resulting in a punt. And the next possession resulted in I had it down for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had it down for 10 plays, resulting in a 12-yard touchdown run for Jordan Summers. Extra point good, 7-0, and the kick. And boom, it's a line drive kick that'll bounce off the turf, fielded at the 27-yard line, had trouble picking it up, and that allows the Rebel defense to get there, and he will be stopped on forward momentum. He never actually was tackled on the carry there. Let me grab my New London roster. Where did it go? It was number 26, Luke Knutson.
3 yards on a kickoff return for Luke Knutson.
So Luke Knutson brings it back 3 yards, and that will set him up here at the Wildcats' 33-yard line with a 1st and 10.
33-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their 33.
Wildcats in an I formation. He'll fake a toss and hand it off, and boom, 2 DGF Rebels right there, and he gets nowhere. On the tackle for DGF was Caleb Johnson.
Cody Cabriz, number 12. And Caleb Johnson, number 18.
So it was a reverse fake handoff to Mason Delzer.
It's a loss of 1 to the 32-yard line. 2nd and 11 for the Wildcats from their 32.
4:19 and counting. 2nd down and 11, ball on the 32-yard line. Wildcats have the ball. He'll fake the handoff. He'll look to pass. Now he's going to take off, and he gets crushed. He gets crushed at the 28-yard line. He tried to split 2 defenders when he realized that all of his receivers downfield were covered, and he just had no chance. He saw what he thought was an opening, and then boom, right there was Max Baumgartner and Colton Wagner on the tackle for DGF.
From the New London Spicer 29.
That sets up 3rd down and 14. Ball on the 29-yard line, man in motion from left to right, and it's going to be a pass play. He'll drop back, screen pass, caught at the 25, out to the 30, 35, outside the numbers of the 40, and an ankle tackle there by Brody Friend will send him out of bounds right around the 42-yard line. But a nice pickup there for the Wildcats. On the reception there for the Wildcats was Gavin Degner, a 5'9" senior.
Wildcat 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 on the pass. 1st and 10 Wildcats at their 45.
So the 5th play of the drive, and it's 1st and 10 now here from the Wildcat 45-yard line. It'll be another handoff there to Delzer. And Delzer will pick up maybe 2. 2nd down and 8 or 7, depending on where they spot it. Nicholas Wally on the tackle for DGF.
4-yard gain out to the 49.
They're going to give him 4, so it'll be 2nd down and 6.
6 for the Wildcats at their 49.
Ball on the 49-yard line, just shy of DGF territory. Snap, and he looks to pass, and he's got his receiver on the far side, and he'll be tackled out of bounds. Oh, and did he stay in bounds? Wow, it looked like he went out of bounds, and he circled around, came back in, puts it up to the DGF 38-yard line. On the reception for New London Spicer is Bryson Christensen.
Now at the Gilworth London Felton 37. The gain was 18 yards, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
So 3 pass plays, 2 run plays on this drive so far, and play number 6 of the drive from the DGF 37. 1st down and 10.
It's number 5, Lucas Swenson, for a 2-yard gain.
Ball carrier was Lucas Swenson, number 5.
2nd and 8 now at the 35.
Josh Dudgeon, 67 on the tackle.
So a short pickup there for the 6'2 junior, Lucas Swenson on the run.
2nd and 8 upcoming for the Wildcats from the Rebels.
7-0 here on the scoreboard in favor of the DGF Rebels with inside 2 minutes, 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Man in motion, right to left. They'll take the handoff there and hand it off to Delzer, and Delzer gets popped. A nice tackle there by Caleb Johnson.
He's brought down by Caleb Johnson, number 18.
Handed off, and Caleb Johnson just closed up the hole that Delzer did have momentarily.
3rd and 7 upcoming for the Wildcats.
Give the assisted tackle there to Colton Wagner, but that was mostly Caleb Johnson on the tackle. 3rd down and 7. And he's looking to pass over the middle, and it's caught at the 13-yard line, and he will run ahead to about the 5. On the reception is Gabe Roman.
The tackle, Drew Sheely, number 31. That's a
Drew Sheely will bring him down,
at the 5-yard line.
but he was wide open. DGF defender was a couple yards off him.
Yards on the pass. Schultz to Roman. 1st and goal for the Wildcats. From the
So it's 1st and goal. They will indeed place it at the 5, and the Wildcats looking to strike back here after DGF strikes first. 1st and goal from the 5. Here's the snap and the handoff to Delzer, and Delzer has no room to run. He gains a yard up to the 4, and that's it. 2nd and goal.
Delzer, number 7, the ball carrier. 7 tacklers in on the play for DGF.
They'll probably get one more play off here, maybe not. 10 seconds to go. They still haven't broken the huddle with 7 seconds. And now they break the huddle with 5 seconds. They go up to the line, and that will do it. They will not get the play off. That'll be the end of the first quarter. The two teams will switch sides of the field. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
After 1 quarter play, Class 3 State Championship game, it is
We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the 2nd quarter right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Led by Delzer, 6 carries.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
All right, welcome back. 2nd quarter about to begin here on Magnitude Sports. High school basketball today on Magnitude Sports. The Kindred Vikings defeating the Fargo South Bruins by the final score of 88-33. Here it's 7-0, but in favor of DGF, but the New London Spicer Wildcats are knocking on the door. 2nd and goal from the 4. Man in motion, left to right. They'll pitch it to Delzer. Delzer will cut outside the numbers. He's in for a touchdown. It is a 4-yard touchdown run.
He sweeps left, and he goes 4 yards into the end zone. Touchdown, New London Spicer. Four-yard run for the touchdown for number 7, Mason Delzer. DGF leads 7-6.
So now the extra point coming up here. Or will they line up for two? They still haven't broken the huddle. They will attempt the extra point.
The holder, Luke Knudsen, number 26, he holds for the point after.
11:57 to go. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Kick by number 6, Gabe Roman is good.
We're knotted up at 7 apiece here with 11:57 to go in the second quarter.
Wildcats 7, Rebels 7.
Media timeout.
And the DGF Rebels will get the ball right after the break here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
All right, welcome back to US Bank Stadium here on Magnitude Sports. All tied up at 7 apiece between the Rebels and the Wildcats in the 3A State Championship game.
For number 7, Mason Delzer, and the point after was good by number 6, Gabe Roman.
Jordan Summers got DGF on the board first with a 12-yard touchdown run, and the extra point was good to make it score 7-0 with 4:58 to go in the first quarter of play. That lead would hold about a minute into the second quarter. Or I'm sorry, not even a minute. It was 3 seconds into the second quarter. And they get the extra point off a 4-yard touchdown run by Delzer. And that ties us up at 7 apiece here early in the second quarter of the 3A State Championship game. Congratulations once again going out to the Barnesville Trojans, who won the 2A championship game yesterday here at US Bank Stadium over the Chatfield Gophers, and that was their first state football championship in school history. And now the DGF Rebels will look to try and snag a state championship of their own. DGF 12-0, and the New London Spicer Wildcats 10-2 on the season. So DGF now in the second quarter going from right to left, as I see it from the press box, in their white jerseys with black numbers and black pants. And the New London Spicer Wildcats moving from left to right in the second quarter in their primary black jerseys with a yellowish gold everything else, numbers, stripes. If you're trying to envision it, the Perham Yellow Jackets would be a great example of what the uniforms look like here for the Wildcats. Wally and Friend are back at their own 8-yard line to receive this kick. 11:57 to go here in the second quarter of play. And the Wildcats taking their time here, and now they'll get the whistle and they'll get set up. He'll run up, and boom, the kick is off, and is going to be taken by Wally at the 12-yard line. Wally will cut outside the numbers, cross the 20 up to the 23, maybe the 24, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the DGF Rebels.
Elijah Jacobson, number 8.
So Wally, number 33, was the deep man this time. He took it back 13 yards.
Timeout. Media timeout.
All right, we've got a media timeout on the field, so the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rebels from the 25 when we return from the commercial break here on Magnitude Sports.
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wababy?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back to Magnitude Sports here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota, home of the Minnesota Vikings, and today, home of the DGF Rebels and the new London Spicer Wildcats in the 3A State Championship game. Wildcats were here last in 2014. Today is their 4th appearance in the state championship game. DGF, it's their first trip to US Bank Stadium. Well, it's their 2nd trip to US Bank Stadium. Won a couple weeks ago for the semifinal, and today for the state championship.
Play resumes, 1st and 10 for Dilworth, Glendon, Felton. Ball at the Rebels' 25-yard line.
Tied at 7, 11:52 to go here, 2nd quarter of play. DGF will have the ball. Leach out of the shotgun, hands it off to Summers. He's got a hole up to the 30 and bounces his way, maybe brought down at the 29. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 28, actually. So it's a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 will be.
Tackle is Luke Knutson, number 26. Summers carries to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 upcoming for the Rebels. The ball at their 28.
Clock continues to tick, 11:27 and counting. Leach out of the shotgun, hands it off to Summers, and up the middle, and maybe a yard.
Jordan Summers, number 1, carries.
It'll be 3rd down and 6.
33 on the tackle, also there. Brent Halfrath, number 12. Summers carries to the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 1.
The first drive by New London Spicer resulted in a punt. Every drive since then has resulted in a score.
At the Rebels 29.
This is the 2nd possession of the game here for DGF. And Leach rolling and fires, and it's caught at the 40-yard line. No, he's waving his arms saying he was out of bounds. Drew Sheely was the intended receiver, but he must not have been in bounds when he caught it. Taking a look at the replay here. As Leach rolling out to his left, he fires the pass, and oh, he never caught it. He never caught it. He was in bounds. It is kind of hard to see from way up here. It looked like he caught it, but from that camera angle, he never had a grasp on it with his 2 hands. So 4th down and 6, DGF will punt. And that punt is away. It's going off towards the right sideline, and it will bounce at the 50 and take a Wildcats bounce and roll out of bounds at about the 39, 40-yard line. So it was essentially a return of 10 with no effort for the Wildcats. So if any professional pool leagues are looking for a pool player with backspin, we got one here on that play. 1st down and 10 now here for New London Spicer.
1st and 10 for New London.
So it's a 3 and out here for DGF. And now a whistle will stop play. Here's the
play is under review.
The previous play is under review. I'm guessing that they are going to review it to see where the ball should be spot. Right now, the ball is placed on the 40-yard line, and I have reason to believe that the reason why they're looking at the replay is to see if the ball should be at the 40 or if it should be somewhere else.
360 replay log on to www.dvsport.com.
The punt was going out towards the far right sideline. It bounced at like the 49 or 50-yard line, took an incredible backspin, and rolled out of bounds close to the 40. And once again, they're not showing any replays on the big screen here like they were in the first couple quarters yesterday. So we just have to patiently wait for them to make the decision on the field, and I can't give you my perspective, which I'm kind of disappointed because I really enjoyed giving my perspective on the big screen replays on plays under review. But so once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by DGF High School and Clay County Health, along with our friends at Tommy's Express Car Wash, Stein Seed, Goldmark Commercial Real Estate, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, and KLN Family Brands, bringing you DGF football and volleyball this fall sports season. And we debuted DGF basketball just about 48 hours ago. The Breckenridge Cowgirls would come in and pick up the victory over the DGF Rebels. And if you missed that game, you can watch the on-demand replay of it on Magnitude Sports or the DGF YouTube channel. At one point, the DGF Rebels cut that game down to a 5-point deficit, but they weren't able to cut it down any further, and Breckenridge would hang on and pick up the victory in that game as we await the announcement of the review. And he's still looking at the iPad with the review official. So and it looks like
that play has been reversed. It's New London ball on the 16-yard line. First down.
So the ball is going to be placed on the 16-yard line. And that is where DGF punted the ball from. So I'm not exactly sure what if
so
there
the
was.
previous play has been reversed. It's a team rush.
Ball at the DGF 16-yard line. First and 10 for New London Spicer.
The 16-yard line.
So the ball moves from the 40 to the 16, and a lot better field position here for the Wildcats. They'll pitch it to Delzer. Left side outside the numbers and out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. He was pushed out of bounds there
Pitch out to number 7
by Caleb Johnson.
Delzer on the tackle. Brody Friend, number 8. All spotted at the 13-yard line again at 3. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats at the Rebels' 13-yard line.
It was 13 yards. It was a 13-yard loss. This is 2nd and 7 now at the 13.
10-13 and counting. Handoff. Delzer up the middle, and he'll plow over the 10-yard line to the 8.
Delzer gets 5.
Aiden Adine, number 70 on the tackle for DGF.
I'll bring up 3rd down in about 2.
Carries inside the 10 to the 8-yard line, again 5. Sets up 3rd and 2 for the Wildcats. From the Rebels' 8-yard line.
.937 and counting. 3rd and 2 from the 8. Handoff, Delzer up the middle. He got the first down by about a half a yard, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Carrier Delzer, number 7.
Delzer for a first down.
Baumgartner, number 75, and Aiden Adine, number 70 on the tackle. 3-yard gain to the 5-yard line. It's a first down for the Wildcats. First and goal.
And he'll fake the handoff. He's looking to pass near side of the end zone. Caught in the corner of the end zone by Delzer. And it is a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Schultz pass completed. The catch, number 7, Mason Delzer. Touchdown, New London Spicer.
So Blake Schultz
5-yard pass for the touchdown from Blake Schultz, number 4, to Mason Delzer.
will connect
7.
on the 5-yard pass to Delzer.
Lead 13-7.
And now the point after attempt coming up here. And they will set up for the kick.
26, Luke Knutson holds for the point after attempt by Gabe Roman.
Gabe Roman on the extra point attempt, number 6.
Kick is up, and there's a whistle, and the kick is good.
Kick is good. 9 minutes, 4 seconds remaining. Second
Whistle
quarter.
came a little bit early.
Wildcats 14, Rebels 7.
Corner of the end zone, 5-yard touchdown pass from Schultz to Delzer gives the New London Spicer Wildcats a 14-7 lead over the DGF Rebels here. We'll take a timeout, and DGF will have the ball when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wababy?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back to US Bank Stadium here on Magnitude Sports Radio. Thank you for tuning in, whether you're listening on Magnitude Sports or if you are listening on the DGF YouTube channel. Wherever you're listening from, we certainly appreciate it. And right now, the DGF Rebels, after punting on their last possession on a 3-and-out, New London Spicer capitalizes on that opportunity, and they finish the drive on a 5-yard touchdown pass from Schultz to Delzer into the near corner of the end zone here to take a 14-7 lead with 9:04 to go here in the second quarter of play. And now DGF will get the ball back. The two teams are still huddled up on the sideline. And now they'll come out onto the field. We'll have some more DGF basketball for you, boys and girls. Some select games coming up over the upcoming winter sports season here. And if you'd like to be a sponsor to push select games to all games, then you can email or call us to find out how you can become a sponsor. And we appreciate the sponsors who have teamed up with us.
Deep to receive. Brody Friend, number
So
8,
Brody Friend along with
kicking off, number 6, Gabe Roman.
I think it's Wally on the far side there. Boom, kick is away. It's going to come to Brody Friend. He'll field it at the 12, and Friend will fake a handoff and now keep outside the numbers, 25, and he will push his way towards the 29-yard line.
Kickoff fielded by Brody Friend, number 8. Brought down by Elijah Jacobson, number 8 for the Wildcats.
First and 10 out of the 28.
Ball spotted at the DGF 28.
So DGF will take over on the 28-yard line. and they will put together a drive that they are hoping will result in a tie ball game here. 28-yard line, 1st and 10, man in motion, handoff Summers up the middle. He pushes his way over the 30, close to the 35.
Ball carrier Jordan Summers, number 1, met by several Wildcats.
He'll get up to the 33. It'll be 2nd down and 5, a pickup of 5.
33-yard line for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Rebels at their 33.
Rebels will break the huddle. Leach will work out of a somewhat shotgun. That's, I don't know how to describe that, I guess. And it's going to be a quick snap to Summers, and Summers will get a just shy of a 1st down. No, I think he might have gotten the 1st down. He's close to the 39-yard line. And so he's going to be short, actually. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 1. So only 4 yards for Summers on that play.
3rd and 1 upcoming for the Rebels at their 37.
And just because the DGF Rebels are on the wrong side of the scoreboard doesn't mean that New London Spicer has this game in the bag. The Rebels have played from behind on a couple of games this season and able to squeeze out wins in all of them. Pequot Lakes back early in the season was a great game that they had to play from behind in. They had to play from behind to pick up a victory versus Hawley. And in the first round of the state tournament, they had to play from behind to pick up a victory against S. 14-7, the Wildcats lead the Rebels here with 7:22 and counting to go in the 2nd quarter of play, and it's another handoff. And he's going to lose some yards on that one. On the tackle was Marshall Johnson. And Summers somehow got 1 yard on that. So be
1 yard gain to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 9 for DGF.
2nd down and 9.
41.
This is the 5th play of the drive. 4 runs for the Rebels so far, and Summers is up to midfield. It didn't look like he had room to get through the offensive line, but somehow he bounced off a tackle, and he picked up about 8 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 2. Or 3rd down and 2, excuse me.
8-yard gain to the 49-yard line, the DGF 49.
So 3rd and 1 as they'll place it at the 39-yard line.
Rebels at their 49.
I want to say hi to John. He's cheering on the DGF Rebels from Larry's Supermarket in Pelican Rapids. Summers will plow to the right side of the hash marks and pick up a 1st down.
Number 26, Summers carries for a Rebel 1st down in New London Spicer territory at the 44.
So thanks a lot, John, for listening from work. Glad we get the game on for you.
Rebels at the Wildcat 44.
1st and 10 from the Wildcats 44 for the Rebels. Another handoff to Summers. Summers stutter steps in the backfield and then plows ahead, dives forward to about the 40. A pickup of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7.
Tackle is Reed Holmquist, number 10.
So that's a gain of 4.
Well spotted at the 41, it's a gain of 3.
So they're going to give him 4 instead of 3. 2nd down and 6. They'll take the extra yard.
For DGF.
Okay, I was right the first time.
At the New London Spicer 41-yard line.
Rebels break the huddle. Ball at the 41 of the Wildcats. It is 2nd down and 7. And Leach will look to pass. He'll fire left side, and it is caught and dropped by Brody Friend. It was intended for Brody Friend, but just overthrew him maybe a little bit, and he couldn't quite collect it off the end of his fingertips.
Incomplete pass, third down. Third and seven, Rebels at the Wildcat 41.
4:56 to go. Clock will start on the snap. Man in motion from left to right. Leach under center, and now a timeout is called by DGF.
Timeout, Dillwood, Lyndon Felton. That's their first one in the first half.
So I'll stop the clock with 4:56 to go here in the second quarter of play. 14-7, DGF has the ball in Wildcat territory, but they got a little bit of ways to go yet here. We'll see if they can get some more points on the board here on this drive when we return from the commercial break right after this.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, 3rd and 7 as we come out of the DGF timeout. Ball on the Wildcats' 41-yard line. Wildcats lead 14-7 here in the second quarter. Handoff Summers. Summers with some room. He's got a first down. He'll take it up to about the 31. Pickup of 10 on the play.
On the tackle, 3,300 Downey, 81 Bryson Christensen. Summers carries for a Dilworth Lyndon Felton first down at the London Spicer 31-yard line, a gain of 10 yards.
Also want to say hi to Carol. She's listening from Orlando, Florida, cheering on the DGF Rebels today. Thanks so much for listening, Carol. Appreciate it. Rebels looking to even up the scoreboard here. Here's a handoff to Summers up the middle, across the 30 to maybe the 29. Pick up probably 2 on the play. Second down, and we'll call it 8.
Number 1 is the ball carrier. Christopher Schneider, number 50, is there on the tackle. Penalty flag.
There is a flag. I didn't see the flag, but I guess we have one, so we'll get the call on that.
Flag on the field at the New London Spicer 31.
Here's the call.
In the play, block below the waist, number 1, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
All right, so that's a penalty against the Wildcats, and that will cut the field in half here for DGF.
So it's a 2-yard gain, and then the penalty, which is half the distance to the goal line, which will be 14 yards. It's a first down by penalty. 2-yard rushing gain. And then the 14.
So the ball now on the 15-yard line.
Spicer 15-yard line. It's first and 10 for
so the Rebels go from the 29 to the 15 on the penalty, and it's first and 10. Handoff, and he maybe got a yard, and that's about it. 2nd and 9. That was Summers on the carry.
Ball carrier Jordan Summers, number 1, met by a host of Wildcat tacklers, including Wyatt Steele, number 61. 1-yard gain to the 14. 2nd and 9 for DGF at the New London Spicer 14-yard line.
3:41 to go here in the second quarter of play. And as you just heard, it's 2nd and 9 from the 14-yard line. Leach takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls, avoids one tackler, and he'll be brought down at the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll bring up 3rd and 10. So it's a sack for Knudsen. Or no, check that, wrong jersey number. It's a sack for Lucas Swenson.
Loss of 1 to the 15-yard line. 3rd and 10 upcoming for the Rebels. The Wildcats 15.
So as we approach 3 minutes to go, it is 3rd down and 10 on the 15-yard line. Leach takes the snap, hands it off to Summers. Summers up the middle and trying to push his way over the 10-yard line, and I think forward momentum will stop him there.
Summers, number 1, around the ankles for the tackle.
Pick up a 4 for sure, possibly 5. They're going to give him 5, so it'll be 4th down and 5, and I believe the Rebels are going to go for it here.
It's a gain of 5, and it's 4th and 5 for DGF at the New London Spicer 10-yard line.
Rebels need to get to the 5 for a first down. Man in motion. Leach will call a timeout, I think. Maybe it was a coach on the sideline who called a timeout. So DGF has 1 timeout remaining here in the first half. Wildcats have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. And right now the Wildcats lead 14-7. 4th down and 5. A big defensive play coming up here for the Wildcats. DGF can easily get those 5 yards, whether they run or pass it. At least they've proven that they've been able to do it throughout the season here. So a timeout on the field will give us a chance to take a breather, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
All right, 4th down and 5. A big play here for the DGF offense. And it'll be a reverse handoff, and now they'll throw it to Owen Leach, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Handoff was for Jordan Summers, number 1.
The only pass play of the drive results in a touchdown here for the DGF Rebels.
It was Summers to Johnson, and the pass.
So Summers will get the handoff, and then I didn't see who got the second handoff, but he got the touchdown pass to Owen Leach. DGF will line up for the kick. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is through the uprights and good.
Out of the hold from Owen Leach, number 10.
And we are tied at 14.
13, Hayden Hoff is good. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining, second quarter.
A 10-yard trick play pass to Owen Leach. On what I had down as a 6-play drive, and we're tied at 14 with 2:10 to go here in the second quarter of play. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
All right. It was Caleb Johnson who got the touchdown pass to Leach. And we are tied at 14. The kick is away, and the Wildcats bring it back close to the 37, maybe the 38-yard line, and they'll take over.
Kickoff fielded by
1st and 10.
Number 26. And downfield for the tackle was number 7, Brody O'Keefe.
Number 26. So the Wildcats have a 1st and 10.
Knutson returning the kickoff to the New London Spicer 39-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats at their 39.
All right, 1st and 10. Wildcats work out of a shotgun with 2 back and 2 receivers. They'll hand it off. That's Delzer over the 40 up to close to the 45. He's brought down short of that at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be second down and 5 here for the Wildcats.
Second and 5, Wildcats at their 44.
No turnovers in this game yet. It's been even possession. Back and forth here on the drives. And there's a big run, and he's going to cut outside the numbers up to the 40 and into DGF territory and brought down at about the 38. Pickup of approximately 16 yards on the play. It was Delzer on the carry.
That's a first down for the Wildcats in DGF territory at the 37-yard line.
So they'll mark it at the 37, and it'll be first down and 10. A minute 15 to go. He's looking to pass near side, and it is caught at the 27-yard line and out of bounds. The receiver, Grant Paffrith, if I'm saying that correctly.
At the DGF 26-yard line.
So the Wildcats moving the ball down the field. It's the fourth play of the drive, 2 runs and a pass. And they've covered about 60% of the field they need to cover here. A minute 10 to go in the second quarter. 3 receivers set, working out of the shotgun handoff, trying to go up the middle, and he breaks one tackle down the near sideline at the 10-yard line, and he is wrestled out of bounds at about the 8. It's Delzer on the carry once again.
On the tackle, Jay Sheely, number 31.
18-yard gain.
Those are carries to the 8-yard line. Gain of 18, and that is a first down for the Wildcats.
So another first down.
It's first and
1
goal.
minute, 2 seconds to go. It's first and goal.
From the DGF 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8. They'll work with that 3 receiver set and out of the shotgun again. And it's an immediate handoff to Delzer, who finds a hole up the middle, and he pushes his way up to about the 2-yard line. Pickup of 6, and it'll be second down and goal.
7 Delzer carries, 78 Colton Wagner. On that tackle on the Chandler Osik, number 62. Ball at the 2-yard line, a gain of 6.
So the Wildcats knocking on the door, looking to take the lead here going into halftime. Under a minute. Delzer with the handoff, and he is stopped. He is stopped at the 1-yard line. Third down and goal.
Timeout, New London. Their first timeout.
And the Wildcats will take a timeout. So Delzer got the handoff. He cut to the right side, and there was 3 DGF Rebels right there to stop him. The primary tackler there for the Rebels was Nicholas Wally. And a couple others in on the tackle after that, but Wally got most of that tackle.
33 and others. Timeout Wildcats.
As I look at the replay, it looks like Wally was the only one to tackle there. Maybe Caleb Johnson got a hand on him, but that was about it. 27 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. 14-14 ball game, and it's third down and goal from the 1-yard line here for the New London Spicer Wildcats. 27 seconds to go before halftime.
Play resumes, third and goal. Wildcats from the 1-yard line.
Can the DGF defense stop Delzer and company from scoring? He'll work under center, man in motion, and it will be, it's a loose ball. Delzer picked it up. He's back at the 8-yard line, and he moves his way forward, but he's brought down close to the 6, maybe the 7. Looks like they will mark it at the 8. So it's a big loss, and it's fourth and goal now from the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 7. Let's look at the replay, and it was a bad exchange. They intended to hand it off to Delzer, but Schultz thought Delzer was right behind him, and Delzer thought he was going to go to the right for the handoff. And it's actually, they're going to be ruled a fumble recovery by Ethan Hellerud. So looking at the replay here, it looked like Delzer picked it up. Let's see here.
Ethan Hellerud, number 4, on that fumble recovery. Good DGF.
Oh, okay. So everything I thought I saw correctly. I just didn't see the very end of the play when the ball was popped out of his hands right before the knee hit the turf. And the ball is up in the air. I believe they're reviewing this play right now. But I believe it's DGF football. And it is. First down and 10. And the DGF defense holds and remain tied at 14.
First and 10 for DGF from the 8-yard line.
First and 10 at the 8.
And Leach will kneel down, and that'll bring us to halftime. Tied at 14 after one half of play here in the AAA State Championship game. It's been a good one so far. We got 2 more quarters to play. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with your halftime numbers in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Championship game, the London Spicer Rebels 14.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
Do something with your hair?
All right, welcome back. It's halftime at the 3A State Championship game here between the DGF Rebels and the New London Spicer Wildcats. We're knotted up at 14 apiece. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this one developed. Taking a look at the team stats here. DGF with 11 first downs compared to 8 for the Wildcats. The DGF Rebels have gotten 78 rushing yards on 24 rushing attempts, averaging 3.3 yards per carry, while the Wildcats have picked up a total of 84 yards on 19 attempts, averaging about 4.4 yards per carry. Only 7 pass plays in this game, 2 for DGF for 33 yards, and 5 for the Wildcats for 75 yards. Passing yards, 75 to 33 in favor of the Wildcats. And the DGF Rebels have 2 kick returns for 29 yards. The Wildcats have 3 kick returns for 25 yards. And 1 punt return for, did I get that right? I'm not sure how to read that one. 1 fumble in the game. That was the Wildcats fumble just before halftime that DGF would recover. Penalties, none for DGF, and for the Wildcats, they have 3 penalties resulting in 38 yards. Punts, 1 for the Wildcats for 32, and time of possession, the DGF Rebels, 13 minutes, 54 seconds compared to 10 minutes, 6 seconds for the New London Spicer Wildcats. The Rebels are 3 for 6 on 3rd down and 1 for 2 on 4th down. The Wildcats are 3 for 5 on 3rd down conversion attempts, and they have not attempted a 4th down attempt yet. Taking a look at the scoring drive summaries here. With 4:58 to go in the first quarter of play, Jordan Summers would rush up the middle for a 12-yard touchdown run. And the kick by Hayden Hoff would be good to make it 7-0 in favor of the DGF Rebels on a drive that went 9 plays for 88 yards and chewed up 5 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. That lead would hold up until the first play of the second quarter when Mason Delzer would rush to the left side of the field for a 4-yard gain, for a 4-yard touchdown run. The extra point kick by Gabe Roman was good, and that tied the game at 7-7, 3 seconds into the second quarter of play. On the following drive, DGF would punt, giving the ball back to the Wildcats, and the Wildcats would go on a 4-play, 16-yard drive for a minute that took up a minute 15 that ended in a 5-yard touchdown run, or actually it's a 5-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Schultz to Mason Delzer. Blake Schultz is what the B stands for. I had to look at my roster there. And that would give the Wildcats the lead at 14-7 with 9:04 to go in the second quarter of play. You bounce ahead about 7 minutes, and the Rebels would get the ball back. And they would go on a drive that lasted 14 plays, covered 72 yards, and took up 6 minutes and 46 seconds. And it resulted in a little trick play there, as it would be Owen Leach taking the snap, handing it off to Jordan Summers. Summers would do a reverse handoff to Caleb Johnson, and then Caleb Johnson would fire the ball back to Owen Leach for a 10-yard touchdown strike. Extra point was good, and that tied us at 14-14 with 2:10 to go in the second quarter of play. The Wildcats would get the ball back. They would drive down the field, and they would get the ball all the way to the 1-yard line. It would be 3rd down and goal, and then a bad snap exchange on a miscommunication on where the run play was supposed to go. The quarterback, Blake Schultz, thought the run play was going to go up the middle, and the running back, Mason Delzer, thought the run play was going to go to the right side, and the ball was dropped. It was originally picked up by Mason Delzer at about the 10-yard line. He was able to push his way back forward up the field to the 8-yard line, but before he was brought down, the ball would be popped out of his hands once again, and recovering it was Ethan Hellerud for the DGF Rebels, and that would prevent the Wildcats from taking the lead going into halftime. At that point, on that particular play, there was 17 seconds remaining, and that particular play took up 15 of those 17 seconds. The DGF Rebels would set up, and Owen Leach would kneel down to end the half, and that's where we sit at 14-14 here heading into the 3rd quarter of play. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, including our friends at DGF High School, Clay County Health, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Stein Seed, Goldmark Commercial Real Estate, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, and KLN Family Brands for bringing you football and volleyball coverage this fall sports season here. I want to say thanks once again to Carol and John and everybody else. Let me see if I can pull that up on my phone again here. I had the live chat on my phone. To Mitch, Jeremy, John, and Carol, and all the others who may be listening, but those are the ones who have chimed in that I'm aware of. So if you want to chime in, I'll certainly give you a shout-out. We're about, a minute 50. They'll add 3 minutes to that, so we're just shy of 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll take another timeout, and when we return, it'll be that second half kickoff right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein and List E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein and List E3 soybeans have yield.
Sweet chaos. Delightfully disruptive.
Do something with your hair? Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wobbaby?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back to US Bank Stadium. An update from the NHL. The worst team in the NHL, the Anaheim Ducks, have a 3-2 lead over the Minnesota Wild here at the end of the second period. So we'll keep you up to date on that game. I have a few friends who I usually chipper about the Minnesota Wild with, so I had to say that. I was talking to while I was getting ready for this game to start, I was talking with a friend. I was like, if the Wild lose today, then you have to officially end your fandom of the Minnesota Wild. And she responded, well, why? Are they that bad? I was like, if Gustafsson plays in goal for the Wild, it better be a shutout. And if Fleury plays in goal for the Wild, then I would allow him to give up 3 goals. Now, I'm not sure who is playing in goal right now. All I know is that there's no shutout, and the Ducks have scored 3 goals. So far, my prediction is right on. But we'll see if that turns around here in the third period. But like I said, at the end of 2, it is the Anaheim Ducks 3 and the Minnesota Wild 2. Let's take a look at the out of town NHL scoreboards. We have a couple seconds here. That is the only game in progress right now. All the other games are a little bit later today. So right now, at the end of the second, it's 3-2 in favor of the Ducks. Shots on goal, 28-23 in favor of the Minnesota Wild. So if you've watched hockey this year, you've learned that shots on goal don't necessarily mean your team has the lead. Let's take you to the third quarter here. Tied at 14 apiece.
Deep to receive for the Rebels. Nick Wally, number 33, and Brody Friend, number 8. Kicking off for New London Spicer will be Gabe Roman, number 6. Roman with the kickoff.
I want to say hi to Josh. He's listening in and says he wishes the best of luck to both teams. So thank you so much for tuning in, Josh. And, well, so far, both teams have gotten the best of each other. 14-14. Wally with the ball at the 11. Up to the 20-25 and now up to the 30-yard line and maybe a little bit past the 30. On the tackle there for the Wildcats was Kyler Rodriguez.
Number 10, Everett Halverson, number 15 for the Wildcats.
16.
Wally returns the kickoff to the DGF 30-yard line.
At their own 30.
So the ball will be placed at the 30. It's 1st and 10 here.
The Dilworth Glendon Felton 30-yard line.
Leach with, there may have been some movement, and there comes the flag, and I think the Rebels are going to get caught with a foul start here. Here's the call.
Dead ball foul. False start. Number 10. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Yep. False start on the Rebels, and that's exactly what I thought. I saw it before the referees threw the flag. The flag came a couple seconds after I saw it.
The Rebels moves the ball to the DGF 25-yard line. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
So 1st and 15 now.
1st and 15, Rebels from their 25.
As we start the third quarter of play. Still the first play of the drive. Leach takes the snap, hands it off to Summers. Summers up the middle over the 25 to about the 28.
Ball carrier Jordan Summers, number 1, 26 Luke Knutson on that tackle, along with Marshall Johnson, number 55.
So move the ball up to the 27. It'll be 2nd down and 13.
Line on the carry by Summers.
Emma chiming in says, good luck. Thank you so much for listening, Emma. I appreciate it.
27.
2nd down and 13 from the 27. Leach will roll to his left after the snap, and he will let it go at the 25, and it's intercepted by Lucas Swenson, and that'll be a turnover.
Penalty flag on the field.
Now there's a penalty flag. Oh, it was actually intercepted by Gabe Roman.
Intercepted by Gabe Roman, number 6, but there is a...
Number 78 is ineligible, was downfield. That penalty will be declined. New London Spicer ball.
So 1st and 10 for New London Spicer after the declined penalty.
The interception was by Gabe Roman, number 6.
That's the first turnover, actually the 2nd turnover of the game now. The first one happened right before halftime with the lost fumble. And now DGF fires an interception, and they lose the ball, and New London Spicer will get it back with 11:13 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 with Blake Schultz under center here for the Wildcats. And now the replay guy has come out, and now the two officials are getting together.
The ball would be put at the 42-yard line, and we'll start the clock on the snap.
Okay, so the ball on the 42. Clock is reset to 11:13, and they will start the clock on the snap.
1st and 10, New London Spicer from the DGF 42.
And they'll hand it off. And he'll cut back into the middle after going to the outside, and he'll bring it up to about the 37-yard line.
On the end around, the ball carrier, Bryson Christensen, number 81. On the tackle, Brody Friend, number 8, and Max Baumgartner, number 75.
Bring up about 2nd down and 6.
Christensen carries to the DGF 37. That's a gain of 5. It's 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats.
2nd down and 5. Schultz hands it off to Delzer. Delzer somehow gets out of a would-be tackler, and now he's got a 1st down and more.
Ball carrier is Mason Delzer, number 7.
Picks up close to 15 on what should have been on maybe a loss.
That will be a 1st down for New London Spicer. And the carry by Delzer, he's to the DGF 25-yard line. The gain was 12 yards. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Rebels 25.
16 for 98 for Mason Delzer.
They'll fake the handoff, and now Schultz will look to throw. And the ball is caught at the 22-yard line, and that's where the play will come to an end. Picks up 3 approximately, be 2nd down and 7.
He's down at the DGF 22-yard line at 8-3.
2nd and 7 now at the 22.
3-yard gain on the pass. 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats from the Rebels 22-yard line.
2nd down and 7. Man in motion from left to right. And a handoff to Delzer at the 20, at the 18, and up close to the 15-yard line.
Ball carrier Mason Delzer, number 7.
And that's going to be close to a first down.
Wally, number 33.
He picks up 6, maybe 7. They're going to give him 6. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Mason Delzer at 104. It's now 3rd and 1 at the
Short of the first down. 3rd and 1 upcoming for the Wildcats. Just inside the Rebels 16.
And London Spicer is 3 out of 5 today on 3rd downs.
3rd down and 1. Takes the snap, hands it off to Delzer, and Delzer has the first down, and he picks up about 5 on the play, up to the 10-yard line.
Mason Delzer, number 7, the ball carrier. Jordan Summers, number 1. Colton Wagner, number 78, on the tackle.
It's going to be 1st and goal at the 10. 1st and goal.
That's a first down for the Wildcats.
Well, the last time the Wildcats had 1st and goal, they fumbled the football.
From the 10.
We had a pretty clean first half when it came to turnovers until the final seconds, and now it's been turnover city since then. And a pitch in the backfield to Delzer, and he'll be brought down at the 15, and he gets back, he gets brought down at the 10, excuse me. And it'll be a gain of nothing. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Number 7. No gain on the play. It is 2nd and goal for the Wildcats from the Rebels' 10-yard line.
Wildcats will break the huddle. Send a receiver out to the far side, and 1 man in the backfield, and Schultz will work under center. That receiver will come in motion from right to left, and Schultz will drop back to pass. He's in the pocket, and now he rolls out of the pocket. He'll keep it himself. 10-5, and out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and goal.
Quarterback Blake Schultz, number 4, keeps the ball pushed out of bounds by Owen Leach, number 10. Schultz carries to the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it will be 3rd and goal for the Wildcats.
So the ball moved up to the 4, pickup of 6 on the unintentional quarterback keeper, Blake Schultz. Receiver to the near side, 2 men in the backfield with Schultz under center now in an I formation. That receiver goes in motion to the opposite side. It's going to be a pitch to Delzer at the 5, and the ball comes loose, and I think DGF might have it at the 1-yard line. Let's see. Delzer got popped, and the Wildcats recover. It'll be 4th down and goal.
Is number 65, Bryson Berg for the London Spicer.
65, Bryson Berg.
He recovers inside the 1.
Fumble was forced by 31 through Shealy. It was recovered by 65, Bryson.
It's 4th and goal coming for the Wildcats.
Correction. Corrected.
Inside the 1-yard line.
They're looking at the replay a couple times, but 4th down and goal from the 1-yard line, and now the whistle, and I believe somebody may have called a timeout. No, they're replacing the ball at a different hash mark. Apparently they didn't spot the ball where they wanted to spot it. I guess, I don't know, but Wildcat fans trying to cheer their team into the end zone, and a QB sneak, and did he get in is the question. I don't think he did. It's a touchdown.
Keeps the ball in the quarterback sneak. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, New London Spicer.
He got in on the QB sneak from about a yard out. Blake Schultz on the 1-yard touchdown run.
1-yard run for the touchdown for Blake Schultz, number 4.
It was a delayed signal. They're looking at the replay right now. Can't see from that camera angle. And you can't see from that camera angle either. But they're calling it a touchdown. The replay guy says he just waved his arms.
Touchdown.
So it is indeed a touchdown.
Wildcats now lead 20-14. Luke Knudsen will hold for the point after attempt by Gabe Roman.
Gabe Roman for the extra point attempt.
6:49 to go. Extra point coming up. Snap, hold, kick is blocked, but a flag, and I think
Penalty flag at the line of scrimmage.
I do believe DGF will be called offside here. Had he
Dead
not
ball foul. Encroachment.
Yep.
Defense. Number 18. Half the distance to the goal. Replay the try.
Yeah, if that wouldn't have happened, he would have never blocked that extra point attempt. So just got a little bit too much of a jump there, and now
inside the 2-yard line.
they'll try again for the point after
Point
here.
after attempt by Gabe Roman.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good.
Kick by Gabe Roman is good. 6 minutes 49 seconds
21-14 in favor of the New London Spicer Wildcats.
Wildcats 21, Rebels 14.
With 6:49 to go in the third quarter of play.
For media.
We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
It's 5 minutes and 11 seconds. And that
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies. Wilby Wobbaby.
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back. Make sure to follow us on our social media accounts. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Visit our website for the upcoming broadcast schedule, magnitudesn.com. We have 6:49 to go here in the third quarter of play, and the Wildcats have just scored a touchdown on a QB sneak by Blake Schultz. Extra point good, and it's 21-14 in favor of the Wildcats over the DGF Rebels.
There is a timeout on the field.
So the teams are lined up to kick, and apparently there's an extra timeout on the field here. I'm not sure if that's an official timeout or what the delay is, but once again, the Anaheim Ducks leading the Minnesota Wild 3-2, and they are in the second intermission, getting ready to go into the third period here in about maybe 5 minutes or so. Brody Friend and Nicholas Wally back at the 7-yard line to receive the kick.
The London Spicer will kick off. Gabe Roman, number 6, will kick off for the Wildcats.
Gabe Roman to kick off.
Need to receive Nick Wally, number 33.
Gabe Roman will put the ball on the tee, and now he'll back up.
Lyndon Felton.
He'll approach the ball, and boom, the kick is away. It's going to go to Brody Friend, fielded at the 8. He'll fake a handoff. Brody Friend will go to the outside. Now he'll cut up in over the outside numbers, and he charges ahead of the 20 to about the 24-yard line.
15-yard return for Friend.
Field for the tackle was number 17.
Rebels will have it first and 10 at the 23.
Adam Sandow. Ball at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 from the 23-yard line here for the DGF Rebels, trailing 21-14. Here with 6:44 to go in the third quarter. It's been a back-and-forth ball game. We'll see if that continues. Here's a handoff to Summers up over the 25, and looks like he got it up to the 26. So it's a pickup of 3. Called second down and 7.
The ball carrier. Out the bottom of the pile is Lucas Swenson, number 5. Summers carries to the 26-yard line, a gain of 3.
The last DGF drive,
2nd and 7 upcoming.
ended in an interception.
26-yard line.
For DGF. And the Wildcats capitalize. They'll send a man in motion, and now a flag comes in.
Penalty
So
flag
this
at the
play
line.
will be blown dead. It appeared to be a running play.
Dead ball foul. False start. Offense, number 7. 5-yard penalty, second down.
So 2nd and 7 turns into 2nd and 12 after the foul start.
Moves the ball to the Rebels' 21-yard line. After the penalty, it's 2nd and 12.
14 on the play clock. 10 on the play clock, and now DGF breaks the huddle. Ball at the 21-yard line. Leach works out of the shotgun. He'll drop back. He's looking to pass. And he hit as he throws, and he's going to overthrow his receiver. The receiver in the area there was Caleb Johnson.
Intended receiver was Caleb.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 12 and stop the clock with 5:25 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Incomplete pass. 3rd down.
Leach was hit as he threw, and I don't think that pass went where he intended to throw it due to the hit.
3rd and 12 for the Rebels at their 21.
A 4-receiver set, 1 man in the backfield to the left of Owen Leach. 3-step drop, he fires, and it is going to be intercepted at the 48-yard line by the Wildcats. Back-to-back drives end in interceptions for the Rebels. And there's another penalty flag, just like there was on the last interception.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 1. 15-yard penalty, first down.
The Rebels get a break there, roughing the passer on New London Spicer. And that'll result in a first down for the DGF Rebels.
Personal foul.
On the snap.
Personal foul penalty against the Wildcats. Moves the ball to the DGF 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rebels.
And Summers will go up the middle, maybe get 2.
Ball carry, Jordan Summers, number 1.
Gets 3 yards.
On the tackle, Grant Paprath, number 12, and others. Summers carries to the 39 for a gain of 3.
So 2nd down and 7 now.
2nd and 7 for DGF.
Ball at the 39-yard line.
The ball at the Rebel 39-yard line.
DGF breaks the huddle. Summers in the backfield. And he'll get the ball, and he'll go up the middle over the 40, and he'll push his way forward close to the 44. Picks up 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and about 2.
Summers, number 1, the ball carrier. Mike Steele, number 61. Luke Knudsen, 26 on the tackle. Summers carries to the DGF 43.
23 for 102 for Summers.
So minus 1 from that.
3rd and 3 for the Rebels at their 43-yard line.
So 3rd down and 3. Same formation as last. Summers in the back. Leach hands it off to Summers. Summers has a little bit of a hole. Summers gets brought down at midfield, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Carries, number 1. Around the ankles for the tackle is Hunter Downey, number 33.
down.
On the
rushing.
carry by Summers, it's a first down for DGF.
And the Rebels, 1st and 10 out to 45.
Ball at the Rebel 49-yard line. That was a gain of 6.
Jordan Summers with
First
24
and 10,
carries
Rebels
so
at their
far.
49.
Excuse me. And now that I'm back from that, another handoff, and I believe it was Summers, and he's up to the 45. And it was. He picks up 6 on the play. Second down and 4.
Steele, number 61.
Second and 4 now.
Summers carries to the London Spicer 45, a gain of 6.
Summers just became the leading rusher in the game now. He has
6-yard
114
gain.
yards.
On the carry by Summers, it's 2nd and 4 for the Rebels. The ball at the Wildcats 45.
Jordan Summers, he's the top rusher in the game.
DGF will break the huddle. Ball at the 45 on the Wildcats side of the field. Summers will get the handoff up the middle again, and he plows ahead to the 40 and up to about the 38. Check that. He got a little bit further than I thought. He's up to the 35. It's a pickup of 10, and it'll be another first down.
Carries to the London Spicer 35-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. It's a first down for Dilworth.
So DGF moving the football down the field nicely here.
35-yard line.
With inside 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Another handoff to Summers, another run up the middle, and he'll pick up 5 for sure.
Summers for 5 more. He's 2nd and 5 at the 30.
Number 1, Summers, the ball carrier. Off the bottom of the pile is Hunter Downey, number 33 for the Wildcats. Summers carries to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
21-14, a minute 53 to go here in the
London Spicer 30.
third quarter. DGF will break the huddle. Ball right on the 30-yard line, and it's 2nd down and 5. He'll hand it off to Summers. Summers will go to the right edge, and he'll pick up about 4 of the 5.
Jordan Summers carries, number 1. Wyatt Steele, number 61, in on the tackle for the Wildcats.
So 3rd and 1 with the ball on the 26
Summers
now.
carries to the New London Spicer 26-yard line. Gain of 4. 3rd and 1 upcoming. Rebels at the Wildcat 26.
Rebels break the huddle. And it's going to be a QB sneak. Leach will keep it himself, and he'll get the first down. 1 minute, 1 second. Clock stopped for the moment.
Including Lucas Swenson, number 5.
Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts at this time. They'll restart the clock, so now we're inside a minute at 51 seconds.
24-yard line. 1st and 10, Rebels at the Wildcat 24.
And you heard it in the background, ball at the 24, first down. Leach hands it off to Summers. Summers bounces off to the right side and picks up maybe 2 or 3.
Carries met by several Wildcat tacklers.
So we'll see where they spot it here. Picked up 2 for sure.
Number 12.
Picked up 1, I guess. He only picked up 1, 2nd and 9. And that will probably do it here for the third quarter. 2 teams will walk to their respective sidelines, and 2, 1, and that'll do it for the third quarter. The New London Spicer Wildcats have a 21-14 lead over the DGF Rebels here in the AAA State Championship game at US Bank Stadium, live on Magnitude Sports. The fourth quarter in 60 seconds.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wobbaby?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, fourth quarter of play about to get underway here from US Bank Stadium, live on Magnitude Sports and the DGF YouTube channel. DGF has the ball, and Leach will keep it himself. Off to the 20-15-10, pushed out of bounds. He got hit hard at about the 2-yard line. And that is a pickup of 21 yards on that run by Owen Leach. And now there's an injury timeout. There's a Rebel down back at the 23-yard line.
Owen Leach carrying to the New London Spicer 2-yard line.
The injured Rebel was Bryce Fisher, and he's being helped off the field. It's about maybe 75% on his own power. It looks like it might be an issue with maybe his left leg, but hopefully he'll be okay and it's nothing serious.
Last play, that was a gain of 21 yards in the carry by Owen Leach. He carries to the New London Spicer 2-yard line.
That gain of 21 by Leach was the longest run play of the game so far. And now it's first down and goal here. And Leach is into the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown. I wasn't sure if he handed it off or kept it himself.
2 yards, touchdown, Dilworth, Glendon Felton.
And now the Rebels are an extra point away from tying this one up here early in the fourth quarter.
2-yard run for the touchdown for Owen Leach, number 10. New London Spicer leads 21-20. Owen Leach holds for the point after attempt.
All right, so they'll set up for the point after attempt.
Hayden off for the extra point. Number 13.
Snap, hold, kick is no good. It was wide to the left.
The point after attempt by Hayden Hoff is not good. 11:51 remaining fourth quarter.
So that will leave the lead with the New London Spicer Wildcats. 21-20 with 11:51 to go in the fourth quarter of play. And for the first time today, a scoring drive has not resulted in a tie. DGF had the lead at 7-0. The Wildcats tied it at 7. They took the lead at 14-7. The Rebels would tie it at 14. Wildcats would take the lead at 21-14, and now it's 21-20 with the missed extra point attempt. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies. Wilby Wobbaby.
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back. Update from the NHL. The Minnesota Wild have tied the game at 3-3. And right now they're playing 4-on-4 hockey with 12:34 to go in the third period of play. Shots on goal favor the Wild by 10, 35-25. Back to action here. It's the AAA State Championship game, and the DGF Rebels missed the extra point, and as a result, they trail by 1 by the score of 21-20, and they will kick off here. As Delzer's back at his own 9-yard line, now he steps back to the 8-yard line to receive the kick. And that kick is a low line drive. It'll bounce at the 30 and be fielded at the 30. And now up to the 40. Not sure who's returning it. It was Knutson, I believe.
Kickoff fielded by Luke Knutson, number 26.
And it was, according to the PA announcer, Luke Knutson on the return. So it was a return of about 9 yards. We have another injured Rebel on the field here. And they will race out to give him some attention. I'm not sure who it is. All I know is that it's a white jersey. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Wildcats from their 40.
All right, back to action here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats football, and it's a handoff to the left side, and Owen Leach makes a great tackle in the backfield. He maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, but it looks like they're marking it as a loss of 1. So second down and 11. Delzer on the carry, and Owen Leach with speed got there quickly and took him down.
11 for the Wildcats, now at their 39-yard line.
Oh, actually, it was not Delzer on the carry. It was a fake to Delzer, and it was actually Bryce Christensen on the carry. Now looking to pass. Screen pass out. It's caught at the 42, and now he'll scamper forward to about the 48. Christensen on the reception. He'll get it up to the 49. With the loss of 1, it's a pickup of 10, and it brings up 3rd down and 1.
It's a gain of 10. Short of the first down. 3rd and 1 for the Wildcats at their 49.
Third down and 1 for the Wildcats from their own 49. A handoff, and he got the first down. On the second effort, Delzer bounces off a would-be tackler that probably would have kept them from getting the first down. But then on the second effort, let's take a look at the replay here. So Delzer.
It's a first down for the Wildcats.
Wow, that's just pure strength right there. That looks like Jordan Summers in the wrong uniform there. He drugged some tacklers forward about 3-4 yards on that. So ball on the 49 now of the DGF Rebels side of the field. Here's the snap, and it's a fake handoff, and he evades the sack. He's at the 40 still with the football, runs to the far sideline, and he'll be taken down. And that play is a broken play for the Wildcats.
The ball on the tackle, Max Baumgartner, number 75, and Colton Wagner, 78.
3-yard gain for
Blake Schultz somehow picks up 3 yards on that play.
2nd and 7 upcoming for the Wildcats at the Rebels 46.
Wildcats 2nd and 7. Man in motion, right to left, and it's a pitch to Delzer. And Delzer gets popped at the 45, and it is going to be a gain of 1 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and 6.
For 2 yards.
Mason Delzer, number 7, the ball carrier. Caleb Johnson, number 18 on the tackle, along with Brody O'Keefe, number 7. Delzer carries to the DGF 44, gain of 2.
They're going to give him an extra yard. It'll be 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and 6.
3rd and 5 upcoming for New London Spicer from the DGF 44.
New London Spicer 5 out of 8.
Wildcats will break the huddle. They'll send 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side with 2 men in the backfield. Schultz working out of the shotgun. And I believe this might be encroachment on DGF. And if it is, it'll be a first down for the Wildcats.
Dead ball foul. Encroachment, number 7. That 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
And that's exactly what was predicted there.
First down by penalty, so it'll be 1st and 10 now for 39.
5-yard penalty against the Rebels moves the ball to the DGF 39. It's a first down for the Wildcats after the penalty. 1st and 10, Wildcats. The DGF 39.
So fresh set of downs here for New London Spicer. It'll be a handoff to Delzer. Delzer goes to the right, now cuts back to the left. He's hit at the 40, and a secondary tackler will take him down at the 30, or at the 40. Looks like they're going to give him the 39, so he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's 2nd down and 10. I want to say hi to Moore Oakley. Says good luck to the DGF boys.
2nd and 10.
Thanks for listening in. Appreciate it.
The Rebel 39.
.807 to go. He'll drop back to pass. He fires, and it is caught by Gabe Roman. It's going to be shy of the first down by about a yard or two as he went out of bounds near the 31 or 32 yard line. We'll take a look at the replay here.
So it's an 8-yard gain.
And 31 and a half, right in between. So we'll call it 2nd and or 3rd down and a long 1. They're going to call it 3rd and 2. It's more like 3rd and 1.5 if you want to be a little bit more precise on that. 3rd and 2. And he'll work out of the shotgun. And a flag comes in, and DGF may have just given him another first down.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Number 75. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Now, if New London Spicer scores a touchdown here, they may want to consider going for 2. Because at worst case scenario, if they don't make the 2-point conversion, it's a 7-point game.
DGF 26-yard line.
But if they make it, it is a 9-point game if they go for 2 and make it, assuming they score a touchdown on this drive. We'll see if that is the coach's plan should the Wildcats reach a situation where they can get that. They got the snap off just in time. Delzer runs into a wall of white jerseys at about the 29-yard line, and he will lose 3 on that play.
Cody O'Keefe, number 7. Wally, number 33. Caleb Johnson, number 18, all in on the play for DGF.
2nd and 11 now at the 27.
Loss of 1 to the 27-yard line.
So the loss of 1
2nd and 11 for the Wildcats.
will bring up 2nd down and 11 here. So the Wildcats will run in a player from the sideline into the huddle.
Ball at the Rebels 27-yard line.
10 on the game on the play clock as the Rebels break the huddle and send a receiver out to the far side. And another whistle.
Timeout, New London Spicer.
And New London Spicer will call a timeout and talk things over. We'll let them talk it over while we take a timeout of our own. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Sweet chaos. Delightfully disruptive.
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby? Wally Wibbly. Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies. Wilby Wobbaby.
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter of action here. 7:15 to go in the ball game, and it's a 1-point ball game. Right now, the New London Spicer Wildcats lead the DGF Rebels by the score of 21-20. A missed extra point is the difference on the scoreboard after a 2-yard touchdown run by Owen Leach. Once again, 7:15, the ball's on the 27-yard line. The Wildcats have the ball, and it's 2nd down and 11. And now we have a little bit of delay still, even after the teams have retaken the field after the media timeout. And now we're ready to play. Shotgun, oh no, under center with 1 run back. They'll drop back in the pocket, fire, and somehow he caught the ball at the 8-yard line. It is number 8, check that, number 81. Bryce Christensen. He was double covered, well, he was single covered, had a second defender coming up on him, and Christensen who stands 6'4",
First and goal.
had to jump up and grab that pass out of the air. That was about 6'7", or about maybe even more than that up in the air, but he made the catch. Nice catch by Christensen. First and goal from the 8. They'll hand it off to Delzer. He'll run it up for gain of 3 up to about the 5.
Baumgartner, 75. Colton Wagner, 78 on the tackle.
Once again, the touchdown is not necessarily going to hurt DGF if they give one up here. It's what the Wildcats decide to do on the point after attempt that could hurt them. An extra point would force DGF to go for 2 to tie it. But if they go for 2 points, then that would give them a 9-point lead. But first they got to get the touchdown. Second and goal from the 5. Man in motion and the snap. They hand it off to Delzer, and Delzer contact in the backfield, but he breaks a tackle. Ooh, and some little extracurricular activity after the play. Delzer's down at about the 2 or 3 yard line. So it's a pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Owen Leach had him wrapped up, but Delzer somehow slipped out of the tackle. Was able to pick up a couple more, and coming in to finish the play was Brody Friend. 3rd down and 3. The ball is on the 3 yard line. And a whistle will come in, and it's a timeout taken by the Wildcats. They have taken 2 now, so they have 1 left to work with here in the ball game with 5:16 to go in the 4th quarter, and it's 3rd down and goal from the 3.
Timeout, media timeout.
We have a media timeout, so we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment.
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
All right, welcome back. I want to say hi to Mark. Thanks for the kind words. Says that I'm doing a pretty good job. I don't know about that, but I'll take the compliment. Thank you very much.
Play resumes.
Update from the Minnesota Wild game. Down to 5 minutes in the 3rd. It's still tied 3-3. Here it's 3rd and 3 from the 3 for the Wildcats on the 3rd and goal from the 3, I should say. I formation, 2 men in the backfield with Schultz working under center. It's a pitch to Delzer, and Delzer will get taken down for a loss. It's going to be a loss of 2 for sure, maybe 3. Getting the tackle there was Victor Sosa Krabenhoff.
Nick Wally, 33, also on the tackle. Loss on the play, loss of 2 to the 5 yard line.
So it's 4th and goal now from the 5. And I apologize for the time showing on your screen there. It's actually 4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining.
4th and goal, Wildcats at the 5-yard line.
And now a timeout. The Wildcats are going to use their final timeout.
That's their 3rd and final timeout in the half.
4 minutes and 33 seconds to go, and the Wildcats have used their final timeout. DGF still has all 3 of their timeouts. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back once again in just a moment.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby? Wally Wibbly. Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies. Wilby Wobbaby.
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, 4th and goal for the Wildcats, leading 21-20. Big play for the DGF defense. Man in motion. And he'll drop back to pass. He's looking to the near side of the end zone. He has no open receivers. Now he throws, and it's intercepted in the end zone, and then dropped and fumbled, and then it's recovered by Ethan Hellerud.
Schultz in the end zone, incomplete, broken up by Owen Leach, number 10.
So they're saying it's an incomplete pass.
Intended receiver Bryson Christensen, number 81.
The DGF, let's see the replay here. The DGF Rebel player apparently didn't get possession of the pass. Let's see here. Yeah, he bobbled it, and he never had control of that pass, so it was never a fumble. Hellerud fell on top of it. But, yeah, looking at the replay, it looked like he caught it initially there, and then a couple of black jerseys got in the way of my vision. And now that I see the replay, he never had control of that pass.
1st and 10, DGF from the Rebels' 5-yard line.
So it's a turnover on downs, and the Rebels take over 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. He'll look to pass, and it's a deep pass, and it's caught at the 35-yard line, midfield, and he gets taken down in Wildcat territory. On the reception is Drew Sheely.
Completed the catch, Drew Sheely, number 31, tackled by Hunter Downey.
That gives the Rebels some breathing room for sure.
53 yards on the pass.
It's a pickup of 53 from the 5-yard line to the Wildcats' 42 is where they'll place the ball at. And Sheely kind of lost his balance there on the catch, and had he not had Leach caught him in stride, that would have been a 95-yard touchdown pass. Let's put it that way. Summers will pick up a few yards.
Gavin Degner, 31 on the tackle for the Wildcats. Summers carries to the 37-yard line.
Looks like it'll be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6.
Gain of 5 yards.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 for the Rebels.
Update from the Minnesota Wild. Both teams have scored a goal. It's now 4-4 with 2:24 to go in the 3rd. Shots on goal, 42-31 in favor of the Wild. Here's the snap. Handoff. And not much there.
Ball carrier, Nick Wally, number 33. And the tackle by Hunter Downey, number 33 for the Wildcats. Wally carries to the 36.
Summers, by the way, he's now 30 carries for 130.
1 yard gain. 3rd and 4 for the Rebels at the Wildcat 36-yard line.
3rd down and 4. And it will be a QB keeper for Leach. He'll move up, and he will be very close to that 1st down. He got 3 of the 4 for sure. I think he's going to be about a yard short. And that will indeed be the case.
And on the tackle for the Wildcats, it's Christopher Schneider, number 50.
4th down and 1.
Carries to the 33-yard line.
This is the biggest 1 yard needed of the game here. With 2:15 to go, if they don't get this first down, that could be bad news. DGF breaks the huddle. Ball on the 33, 4th and 1. Man in motion. And now Owen Leach will call a timeout. Stops the clock with 1:58 to go. They still have 2 timeouts remaining. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby? Wally Wibbly. Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wobbaby?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
4th and 1, 1:58 to go in the 4th quarter. DGF has the ball, trailing 21-20. Everybody's probably expecting a run play here. QB sneak, he got the first down. He got about 2 yards, a needed 1, and it's a 1st and 10.
Leach, number 10, the ball carrier, carries to the 30. First down, Dilworth, Lyndon Felton.
So Owen Leach on a QB keeper. 1:45 and counting to go here, and it's 1st down and 10.
1st and 10
for the Rebels from the Wildcat 30-yard line. A field goal would give them the lead. They don't necessarily need to score a touchdown. Here's a handoff to Summers, and he's up over the 25. There's a fumble, but DGF got on top of it.
Summers, number 1, the ball carrier.
Recovering the fumble there was Caleb Johnson.
All spotted at the 23.
I think Summers may have been down by contact before that fumble occurred. Here's another handoff. Summers again up to the 20, inside the 20 to the 19. Pickup of 4.
4 yards for Jordan Summers. That's a first down.
That's a first down.
Summers is now at 150 yards rushing, 150.
Result of the play, a first down for Dilworth, Lyndon Felton. 1st and 10. Rebels from the Wildcat 19.
All right, 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for DGF. Down 21-20 with 43 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Leach drops back to pass. He's looking, still looking. He fires out of bounds, throws it away. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Pass from Leach incomplete. Intended receiver Caleb Johnson, number 18.
Not necessarily a bad idea there. You throw it away, stop the clock, and save a timeout.
Hunter Downey, number 6. Gabe Roman.
35 seconds to go here.
Incomplete pass. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Rebels from the 19.
I say run it and use a timeout. That's just my thought. No, they will not run it. Leach will look to pass again. He's pressured, throws it up, and out of bounds again. 3rd down and 10. Back-to-back incomplete passes.
Then the receiver again was Caleb Johnson, number 18.
The Wild and Ducks are going into overtime, tied at 4-4. If that goes final before this broadcast ends, we'll give you an update on that. 29 seconds to go. I'll stop my clock here. 29 seconds, so I'll emphasize that since our clock on the screen says 7. 29 seconds, 3rd down and 10 from the 19-yard line. It would be about a 36-yard field goal if they can't gain any extra yards. Summers up the middle to the 10-5, touchdown! With 24 seconds to go, the DGF Rebels have taken the lead at 26-21. And the DGF Rebels are on the cusp of a state championship. And DGF will take a timeout heading into the point after attempt here. They're up by 5.
Timeout for Dilworth Linden Felton is their second timeout of the second half.
We'll keep it here.
19-yard run for the touchdown for number 1, Jordan Summers.
Jordan Summers all day has been getting tackled. Getting chunks of yardage of 6, 3, 10. And I don't have the official stats in front of me. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the longest run by Jordan Summers of the day. But I will tell you this, the way that play developed, if it would have been 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line, it would have been a 99-yard touchdown run. He was going into the end zone no matter what on that play. The Rebels come back out onto the field after the timeout. And they will go for 2, it looks like. They're going to go for 2.
Attempt a 2-point conversion.
Leach under center. Takes the snap, hands it off, coming to the outside. Can he catch the edge? No, he's going to be short. Jordan Summers reached for the pylon, but he got pushed out of bounds there by Delzer and about 3 other Wildcats.
2-point conversion, not good. 24 seconds remaining, 4th quarter.
The 2-point conversion would have made it a 7-point ball game. Instead, it's a 5-point advantage for the DGF Rebels. The good news is that the Wildcats are going to be forced to score a touchdown. The bad news is the point after attempt won't matter if they score a touchdown. So you're going to see probably a couple pass plays here from the Wildcats. 26-21, and we've seen it all too often. We've seen it in 3 or 4 games this season with DGF, where they came back and took the lead late. The other team would get the ball back with a chance, but a defensive play by DGF would end the game. Will they have one more similar result? Will the defense be able to step up one more time and secure that state championship? 24 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. The DGF Rebels will line up for the kick. The ball is on the tee, laying flat. Kind of how the ball is positioned on our screen between the logos of the Rebels and the Wildcats. And the ball will bounce, fielded at the 27. And they're going to do a little trickery here. They backwards pass back to the 20 to Delzer. Delzer will run it up the near sideline, 30, 35, and he's pushed out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 17 seconds remain on the clock now.
Ball spotted at the London Spicer 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their 35.
So the Wildcats have 1st and goal from the 65-yard line, with 17 seconds to work with. 4 receivers set, and now a timeout taken by DGF. That's their final timeout. Both teams have no timeouts remaining as of right now. So we'll take one more timeout, and then we'll come back with the conclusion of this one in just a moment. Welcome back, US Bank Stadium, 17 seconds, DGF up 26-21 in the AAA State Championship game. Schultz will work out of the shotgun with 4 receivers, 2 to each side. He drops back, 5-step drop, fires a pass from his 27-yard line, and it is caught at the 45. Christensen on the catch. It's a first down with 9 seconds to go. It's a 22-yard gain, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 43-yard line.
Gain of 23 yards.
1st and goal from the 65, and now 2nd and goal from the 43. 9 seconds to go. They could possibly get 2 plays here, but they expect a pass to one of the sidelines. 4 receivers set, takes the snap, a flag comes in. That play will be whistled dead.
Dead ball foul. False start, number 6.
Ooh, and now back up the Wildcats 5 more yards. It'll remain 1st and 10, but the ball will be pushed back to the 48-yard line now.
Against New London Spicer moves the ball to the Dilworth Linden Felton 48-yard line.
Interesting situation developing on the Minnesota Wild game. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. Man in motion, 3 receivers, 4 receivers. He looks to pass, firing down the near sideline, and it was out of bounds. It was intercepted, but he was out of bounds. And now stop the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Receiver was Bryson Christensen, number 81.
So a minute 8 in overtime, tied at 4-4. The Ducks have pulled their goalie to go 4-on-3 in overtime. I don't understand that, but that's what it's saying, unless there's an error on the app. But EN stands for empty net, at least I think it does. All right, back to this game. 5 seconds, this could potentially be the final play. 3 receivers to the far right, 1 to the left. He'll drop back. He's going to fire. He's got a man open, and it is caught, and a pitch, and into the end zone he goes, and he scores as time expires, and the New London Spicer Wildcats will win it on a touchdown. Talk about a play and a crushing, heartbreaking loss for the DGF Rebels. The receiver caught it. The receiver caught it at the 5-yard line. He was gonna get tackled. He pitched the ball to his right to a teammate, and there was no defenders that could catch up to him, and he sprints into the end zone from about 4 yards out. And 27-26 is going to be your final score. I don't think they're reviewing it.
In the Class 3 State Championship game.
If they were to review it, you could maybe argue a forward lateral, which would be illegal. I don't know if they'll show the replay again or not, but it looks like this one's gone final. Jordan Summers talking to Christensen of the Wildcats. Man, talk about a play to win a state championship on the final play of the game. A completed pass, and it should have ended there. Here's the replay. And they're labeling it the play of the game. So the pass was caught at the 15-yard line, then he pitched it to Christensen. Summers had his hands on him at about the 1-yard line, but Christensen was able to break the tackle and go into the end zone for the touchdown. For a moment there, it looked like DGF possibly had a chance at an interception, but man, what a way to win the game, and a heartbreaking loss for the DGF Rebels. They were that close to their first ever state championship, and the Wildcats rip it away from them by ripping through a tackle at the 1-yard line. on a catch and pitch. And the New London Spicer Wildcats are your 2022 AAA State Champions on the final play of the game. Wow. Congratulations to the Wildcats, but I know that every DGF fan and every DGF player is just crushed right now. But giving credit where credit's, that was a phenomenal play by New London Spicer, and they earned it, and they got it. And it comes down to that missed extra point. Had that point not been missed, then that play would have tied the game and sent it to overtime. Instead, the Wildcats pull out a 27-26 victory over the DGF Rebels. We'll have the awards ceremony here. They'll announce the Most Valuable Teammate Award, and then they'll hand out the runner-up and the state championship trophy. And
ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midfield in the Class 3 award ceremony.
An undefeated season comes to a conclusion on the final play of the season. And the DGF Rebels suffer their first loss in heartbreaking fashion.
Leadership and sportsmanship, consistently respectful and supportive, and totally committed to their team. The award is being presented by Aaron Euchre, District Manager, Wells Fargo. The most valuable teammate from Dilworth Linden Felton is number 75, Max Baumgartner.
Max Baumgartner of the DGF Rebels gets the award for the most valuable teammate.
Congratulations to Max Baumgartner, most valuable teammate for Dilworth Linden Felton. The most valuable teammate award from New London Spicer is number 81, Bryson Christensen. Bryson, please step
Bryson
forward to
Christensen
receive your award.
stepped up on many moments of this game, but no moment bigger than that final play of the game, as he would take the pitch from his teammate and run it into the end zone for the game-winning score.
The award ceremony will be conducted by representatives of the Minnesota State High School League Board of Directors. They are Don Ingebretson of Rockford, Matt Tyre of Little Falls.
Some shaking up players there for the DGF Rebels, as you see them on, or as I see them on camera.
They will be assisted by Eric Martins, Executive Director of the Minnesota State High School League, and Bob Madison,
Jordan Summers,
the director of this tournament. Silver medals,
5'9" senior. Owen Leach, a 5'11" senior. Or check that, yeah, senior.
Will the captains?
Drew Sheely, a 5'11" senior.
Congratulations to the players, coaches, and fans from Dilworth.
Some of the names that we've called most often this season for the DGF Rebels, and had their season come to an end in the state first round of the state tournament last year, and they had one more chance to capture a state championship.
Will the captains?
And now,
Spicer, please step forward to receive your gold medals.
That dream will not come true, as the Wildcats raise their championship trophy up into the air.
Coaches and fans from New London Spicer High School, state champions, Class 3A football for 2022. Congratulations to the teams from New London Spicer and Dilworth Linden Felton and to their schools.
And you know, we emphasize that extra point that was missed, but you look back at the drive summaries there, and
the award ceremony is concluded. We thank you for your attention.
There was two interceptions. One of them resulted in a roughing the passer call that gave DGF the ball back. So officially only one interception thrown by by Owen Leach. But had that interception not happened, the drive may have continued. Who knows what would have happened? But of all the plays that could have gone a different direction for DGF, the one that stands out the most is that missed extra point.
That will start in 25 minutes. It will be the Elk River Elks.
And I don't intend to keep saying that to make the field goal kicker feel bad. That's not the intention at all. Just explaining, you know, over the course of the game, that was probably the defining moment of the game, next to the final play of the game, which ended up being the defining moment of the game for the New London Spicer Wildcats. What a football game. This thing was tight from 0-0 to 27-26. Neither team had this game in the bag, and the only time you could say that they maybe did was right there at the end when DGF scored with about 27 seconds left to take the 26-20 lead, or 26-21 lead, and on the final play of the game, they get a 40-some yard pass, and to avoid the tackle, he pitches it off to Christensen, and he runs it into the end zone, and Jordan Summers was able to chase after him, got his hands on Christensen at about the 1 or 2 yard line, but wasn't able to secure the tackle, and he was able to break loose and go into the end zone for the game-winning touchdown as time expires. And the New London Spicer Wildcats are your 2022 State AAA champions with a 27-26 victory over the DGF Rebels. Thank you so much for tuning in. For the Rebels fans, I know it didn't turn out the way you were hoping it would turn out, but they had a fantastic season and a heartbreaking loss at the very end. They couldn't quite pull out that undefeated season for a state championship. But don't count this team out. Yeah, they lose a few seniors that were key to the team, but they got a lot of great players coming up who will be seniors next year. Brody Friend, Brody O'Keefe, they'll both be back next year. Nicholas Wally will be back next year. So they have some good players coming back next year, and don't be a bit surprised if they find their way back to US Bank Stadium this time next year. I want to say hi to Levi for tuning in, and that will do it. Your final score, once again, the 27-26 New London Spicer over Dilworth Glendon Felton in the 2022 AAA State Championship game here on Magnitude Sports. We will make that a wrap. That'll wrap up our broadcast, and we'll talk to you again in a couple days here for some high school basketball on Magnitude Sports.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.